Today we are talking about a clean fragrance line called Nette. Carol Henpile, who is the founder and CEO of Nette, she was tired of seeing candles on the market that all look and smell the same, all created with the same chemical ingredients contained in a vessel that is mass-produced and not something that you would keep long-term. She wanted to change a standard to the industry. To her, lighting a candle was like a cherished ritual at the end of the day, like drawing a warm bath or having a fine glass of wine. So she created Nette, which used a non-toxic coconut soy wax to create the base of the candle, and artisan glass blowers, that's hard to say, that create the actual vessels of the candles. So very, very high-end, food safe and dishwasher safe, so you can use them even after the duration of the candle. The fragrances of the candles are also clean, obviously. I actually got a discovery set of those candles and I wanted to experience them with you today. A few of them I did try already, but some of them I haven't even sprayed yet. So we're going to do a first impressions video together. If that sounds of interest to you, if you are interested in hearing about the clean fragrance line Nette, please stick around. The fragrances are actually different scents than the candles themselves. So don't think that you can get a candle in these said fragrances. I don't know, I didn't check them all honestly, but the candles that I did look at were completely different names than the fragrances that we're gonna experience today. So keep that in mind. I'll say of the ones that I experienced so far, I was really impressed with how clear they are. They're a very clear fragrance, if you know what I mean. Like when you smell the scent, it doesn't smell synthetic or chemically. It really does smell clear as water, like ice. It's hard to explain. Sometimes you smell a fragrance and it smells a little dusty, or it smells creamy or synthetic. These truly smell fresh, like you're smelling fresh, clear mountain air. The first we are going to spray is Rose Parade. According to the sheet here, Rose Parade, because all the notes are listed on the back here. Rose Parade, the top notes, neroli, rose. They all say LMR. What does LMR mean? Okay, so learned something new, and this is actually really cool. If you look at the notes on the fragrances, many of them say LMR after the note, like neroli LMR. I had no idea what that means. Looked it up, LMR, Laboratoire Monique Remy, if I'm saying that correctly, which means
LMR is an abbreviation for Laboratoire Monique Remy, a company that produces natural ingredients for cosmetics, aromatherapy, and perfumery. LMR is known for its quality and commitment to transparency, sustainability, and environmental responsibility. The company's active essences collection includes natural fragrance ingredients that are scientifically proven to have benefits for the skin, hair, scalp, and emotional well-being.
Very cool to know. Back to Rose Parade. Rose Parade top notes neroli LMR, Rose Essential LMR, Rose Ultimate LMR, the mid notes ylang organic LMR, the base amber tonic vanilla bean LMR. So let's smell this baby. Very true rose. Shocking, I know. It's a sweet rose though. Quiet, more subdued, but very clear, like smelling a fresh pink rose. Sweetness is probably the ylang ylang and the neroli coming through. Hint of a lighter, sweeter flower than the rose itself, which is more of a louder floral note. All of the fragrances do stay pretty linear. There is not a huge shift in the experience of the fragrance. It is a light to moderate sillage, light to moderate life, but that being said, a little longer than I had anticipated them being a clean fragrance. Let's move on and we can come back and see if the notes, the paper has changed any since we first sprayed it. So next we will experience La Forêt, top note bergamot, middle note patchouli, ISO E super, clean wood, cashmeron, and moss, the base sandalwood, cedarwood, and amber extreme. And some of those were LMR, I'm just not saying it anymore. All right, so let's spray La Forêt. Much more masculine. I actually smell like a hint of coconutty smell in here, but typical, what you'd expect. It smells like an aquatic forest scent. You definitely pick up the bergamot, the cedarwood, the amber, the sandalwood. It's very nice, definitely manly, Guy looking for a typical cologne that's clean, I would recommend this one. Very nice. Is it completely unique and unlike any other men's cologne I've experienced? Not so much, but like I said, you do get that clarity of fragrance with it. Next is Coco Fleur, which is one of the ones I have experienced, and I really do like this one. Let's talk about the notes. Top note, bergamot, pink pepper, CO2 LMR. The middle notes, ylang organic LMR, orange flower, base ambrette, absolute LMR, coconut milk, and sandalwood. I gotta stop saying that LMR. It's almost every note, but I really like this one. I smell orange flower. I smell coconut more than anything else. It's like an ozonic floral beachy note, more dominant floral than I would say beachy, but you do get that hint of beach within it. Like I said, most significantly, you smell the orange flower, you smell the ylang, maybe the ambrette, the bergamot, the coconut milk, and the sandalwood. Very clear though, very clean, very fresh. Probably my favorite one in this group, but we will hold off and come back to it. Rose has not changed much, nor has Forêt. So like I said, they stay very linear, meaning what you spray initially is pretty much what you experience the duration of the fragrance. Next, we have Thé Vanille, salt accord, cardamom, turmeric root, green tea, middle note narcisse, absolute, magnolia flower, base orris, and vanilla CO2. I do like this one. If you like tea fragrances, you're gonna like this one. It's a little bit more subdued, less sweet than a typical green tea fragrance. The green tea, the narcisse, the magnolia flower, and the vanilla might be the strongest notes that I smell within this. But it's nice. It's like a subdued tea scent. So many places are fragrance free these days, but if you have a job where you need to be scent conscious of other people, these fragrances would be absolute excellent choices for you to don at such occasions. They are so, as I keep saying, just crystal clear and non-abrasive whatsoever. Very not obnoxious, very inviting of a scent. Next, we will experience opening night. Opening night, top notes, bergamot, grapefruit, cardamom, mid notes, neroli, rosemary, verbena, base notes, amber, vanilla, vetiver upcycled. This is nice as well. A little bit more formal than some of the ones we've experienced so far, but maybe that's because the name's opening night and that's kind of what I have pictured in my mind. But it kind of smells like a mix between Coco Fleur and Thé Vanille. You get that neroli, the verbena, the bergamot, the grapefruit, so it's like a citrus floral, amber, vanilla, and the vetiver. Pretty much true. The notes that are stated are basically what you smell start to finish in this fragrance. Seriously, if you take Coco Fleur and you blend it with Thé Vanille, that's what I get. Maybe a little bit soapy, like an expensive bathroom bar soap. That's what I get with this one. This one's probably not one I would sport just because now I have that image with it. It's a nice scent, just not one for me maybe. And the last fragrance in this Discovery set is I thought it was Pearl Jam the whole time that I've been looking at this. It's Pear Jam. Oh my gosh, I'm such a numbnut. Pear Jam. Koji pear, bergamot, and blackcurrant are the top notes. Rosewater upcycled, osmanthus, sambac, and then the base ambrette seed, patchouli, kur, acagal wood, and white peach. I did spray this one already too, mostly because I thought it was Pearl Jam and I was interested what that smelled like. Whole new world now, whole new world. So this one is very pear. I get champagne. It smells like a fresh cut green pear. Are those the Bartlett pears? I can't remember, but the pears that are green, typically the ones that you find canned, that's what this smells like. Definitely like a pear / champagne type scent. I get a hint of the rose water, a hint of something more floral, but definitely a very strong pear fragrance. So if you're looking for a pear fragrance, you found it right here. This is your go-to, Pear Jam. All in all, I mean, these fragrances, they're very nice. They are very welcoming and friendly. They are approachable, clean, clear, crisp fragrances. Are they the most unique? Maybe not, but for a clean fragrance line, they're very nice. If they came in those scents in candles, I would definitely be looking into purchasing some of them. My favorite probably is the Coco Fleur, but the La Forêt is growing on me. If you guys remember, I think it was the original Abercrombie for Men scent, way back when I was little. So it probably was the first Abercrombie scent for men. That is very reminiscent of what La Forêt smells like, just maybe a more watery version of it. Not watery as in toned down, but just a little bit less intense. None of these fragrances in this box in the Discovery set that I don't like, that I really strongly don't care for. La Forêt, I would give it to a boyfriend. Coco Fleur, Thé Vanille, and La Forêt, probably my 3 favorites within this set. If you're looking for a clean fragrance line, check out Nette. Love you all.